Welcome to the speaking portion of your IELTS exam. My name is Sardor and I will be your examiner for this part of the test. What is your full name?
My full name is Tulayanas Otabek.
What shall I call you?
You may call me just in short Otash, if you wish.
Thank you. In the first part of the exam, I will ask you some personal questions. Let's talk about colors. What colors do you like?
My preferable color is black. But before I also really liked blue, red, but now my side turned on black since my, let's say, behavior has changed with my tastes. Something dark became part of my attitude.
What is the most popular color in your country?
To be honest, it's hard to say, but I think the most popular in our country could be gray or blue or something which connects to our national flag, which consists of red, blue, white, and green. But right now I have come to the point that green is more popular than other colors.
Okay, do you like to wear dark or bright colors?
At this point, as I told you before as well, I prefer to wear something dark since my taste to the colors and lifestyle have changed. Some people wear some street style fashion, which is most consists of dark colored clothes. So I became part of this kind of group.
Okay. Now, let's talk about computers. Do you use computer?
I use computer every day for different purposes.
Did you use computers when you were little?
Yes, of course. I started to use computer since I was 8 years old, but unfortunately until when I was 14, when my computer went dark, in other words, it got smashed. And the last 6 years, I think, I was without computer and I was brought with just a laptop, which I use only for work, not the games or other purposes. Just one viewing.
Okay, the third question is, what is the most common task that you complete using your computer?
That's easy. Mostly connected with printing or creating documents. It can be anything through Word, program, Excel, PowerPoint, and that's it. These are the main programs I use through the computers.
Okay, now let's move on to talk about country. What is your country famous for?
Since we live in a country called Uzbekistan, I would say that our country nowadays becoming more popular due to its attractive architecture and culture. Since I also reviewed some comments of the tourists, most of them comment about really beautiful culture and architecture, and let's say how the old buildings are built and the rich history of our country. And most of the foreigners who come here, the first goal is to learn how this country looked in the past.
Where do you live in your country?
I was born and live in Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan.
Is it an interesting place to live?
To be honest, I don't have a direct answer for this since, in my personal opinion, it's possible to live here. There are also many perspectives to live and work as well, but there's also can be other opportunities abroad, and there are also other people who have the same opinion as me.
Okay, so now it's time to move on to the part 2 of your speaking test. I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes, of course.
Here is a paper and a pen for making notes. Here is your topic, please. Do not write anything on here. I'd like you to describe a painting you would like to have in your home.
Clear.
Remember that you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. Hold on. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Sure. So, about the painting I want to have in my home. Well, I once said beforehand that this kind of painting doesn't exist since it was created by myself, but not directly painted or created already, but I wish it to be made by me.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of painting, I call it a combination of genres. Since I'm a fan of movies, shows, cartoons, or anything that can be shown through the TV or in cinemas, I really like, for instance, adventures, um, some extreme movies, horrors, or maybe just comedies, anything that can attract me to watch for the whole day, maybe even the rest of my life. And so that's why it would be really great if a painting would consist of every genre of these movies. For instance, it can be characters, some objects for the movies, maybe popularities, anything that can be connected to the movies. For instance, I really like one fighting movie called John Wick. So this kind of character can be placed in this picture as well as other the same characters or idols of these movies. Well, about well, if you wish to know how I know about it, you won't know because you will not know because it was created in my mind. Let's say my creativity took over me and already created in my brain,
Mm-hmm.
visualized it. The only thing is left to do is to make it by my own hands.
Okay, the time is up. Thank you. Can I have a paper and pen back, please? So, thank you. Now it's time to move on to the part 3 of the speaking test. We've been talking about painting we'd like to have in your home. I'd like to discuss with you more general questions related to this. First one is, how do people in your country feel about art?
It's an interesting question. We here in Uzbekistan have a lot of galleries which consist of really unusual paintings and drawings which makes everyone curious who enter these places. But unfortunately not everyone interested in this kind of, let's call it culture. But I can say for sure that certain part of societies in our country, doesn't matter the nationality, interests, where they live, and etc. They demonstrate a really trustworthy attitude towards art. They can be involved in this sphere very easily.
Mhm. Do people in your country prefer music over art?
I can say for sure that a lot of people are fond of music, but connected to the art, they are not that much since here they perform something really dynamic. But I do not, but I can include that most of the people really fond of opera, which is connected to the art.
The next question is, what are some traditional art forms in your country?
It's really vague. It's keep connected with nature, something about crimes, about situation in the country, and etc. Even there are also some painters who draw on the walls of the houses. It's their, let's say, relief about situations or truth about a certain subject.
Mhm. So, the last question of this IELTS speaking test. How has art changed in past few decades in your country?
To be honest, I don't know that much about past paintings, but the modern one, in other words, nowadays, we mostly pay attention drawing um, on the frames as well as walls on the streets. This, let's say, combination. While previously, I would say, in my opinion, that it was more connected to our Uzbek culture, while in, let's say, new societies, they find other ways to illustrate their um, creative nature.
Mhm. Okay, thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.
Thank you.